You've probably heard phrases like the House of Commons, the Lords, bills, and Prime Minister's questions. But what does it all mean? Stick around for the next 8 minutes, and by the end, you'll fully understand who makes the laws, how decisions are taken, and why Parliament looks and sounds the way it does. First things first, what is Parliament? Parliament is the UK's supreme law-making body, and it has 3 main parts. The House of Commons, elected members of Parliament or MPs. The House of Lords, appointed members, including life peers, bishops, and a small number of hereditary peers. The monarch, currently the king, who plays a formal and ceremonial role. Together, these 3 components debate issues, make decisions, and pass laws that affect everyday life, from taxes to education to health to environmental policy. Let's start with the Commons, because this is where most of the political action happens. There are 650 members of Parliament, each elected by people living in a specific geographic area called a constituency. Their job is to represent the interests of their voters, debate national issues, propose and scrutinise laws, hold the government to account. The party with the most MPs usually forms the government. Its leader becomes the Prime Minister, and they appoint ministers to run different government departments. The other parties, the ones not in government, form the opposition, whose job is to challenge and question what the government is doing. Inside the Commons chamber, debates can get lively. If you've watched PMQs, Prime Minister's Questions, it happens every Wednesday, and it's where MPs grill the Prime Minister on national issues. It's fast, intense, and often quite entertaining. Next is the House of Lords, the second chamber. Unlike the Commons, members here aren't elected. They include life peers, appointed for their expertise in areas like science, economics, or the arts. Bishops from the Church of England. Hereditary peers, a very small number who inherited their titles. The Lords cannot block laws forever, but they can delay them, study them in detail, and suggest changes. Think of the Lords as a revising chamber. Its job is to improve legislation and challenge the government, but not to control it. Because members aren't fighting for re-election, the Lords often provides long-term, expert-driven scrutiny. Now, what about the monarch? The king has a role, but it's mostly ceremonial. For example, he formally opens each new parliamentary session. He gives royal assent, which is the final step needed for a bill to become law. But the monarch doesn't make political decisions. Those powers rest firmly with elected representatives. So how does an idea become a law? Here's the journey in simple steps. A proposed law is called a bill. Most bills begin in the House of Commons. Step 1. First reading. The title is read out. No debate yet. Step 2. Second reading. MPs debate the main idea behind the bill. A vote decides whether it continues. Step 3. Committee stage. A small group of MPs goes through the bill line by line, making amendments. Step 4. Report stage and third reading. The bill returns to the whole House for more debate and a final vote. Once the Commons agrees, the bill moves to the House of Lords, where a similar process happens. First reading, second reading, committee stage, report, third reading. The Lords can suggest changes, but the Commons has the final say. Finally, the bill is sent to the monarch for royal assent. Once granted, it officially becomes an Act of Parliament, a legally enforceable law. Parliament does much more than make laws. Here are some key daily activities. Debates on national and international issues. Select committees which investigate topics like health, transport or education. Question times, where MPs ask ministers about their decisions. Public petitions, which allow citizens to raise concerns. Select committees in particular are hugely important. They dig deep into specific issues, call experts to give evidence, and produce reports that influence government policy. These committees are often praised for being less partisan and more collaborative than the main chamber. Elections for MPs happen at least every 5 years, though they can be held earlier. Voters choose who represents them in the Commons. If people are unhappy with their MP or the government, they can vote them out at the next election. This gives Parliament democratic legitimacy. The Commons is ultimately accountable to the public, and the government is accountable to the Commons. Even the Prime Minister can be removed through votes of confidence or by their own party. So why does all this matter? Because decisions made in Parliament shape almost every part of UK life. Laws about schooling, healthcare, transport, the environment, taxes and rights all start with debates and votes in these two chambers. Understanding how Parliament works empowers you as a citizen, whether you vote, campaign, contact your MP, or simply want to make sense of the news. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new today, hit the like button, subscribe for more educational content, and let me know in the comments what topic you want me to cover next.